Hello from gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and here's the May greenhouse update. So on this very windy day, welcome to the greenhouse in May. On the greenhouse shelving there's a variety of things coming into bloom, mostly little cactuses and things, and yeah, that's them. I'll just show you down the end here. Here's the Corsican dead horse arum. It's shriveled and died. The bloom lasted a couple of days, maybe 4 or 5 days, so it wasn't, you know, it wasn't one of these ones that only last for a day. So, you know, it's done its job. There it goes. And it was wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. So pleased to have that in my collection. The Dudleya here is in spike. That's a first for me. And down here, this Aloe is in flower. Look at it. There we go. And I just have to show you this cute little Cotyledon. Look at the flowers on it. Aren't they gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous little things. And it has these very attractive leaves too. Now if we look closely here, I think this is gearing up to produce little plantlets, which would not be a bad thing because this is a beautiful little plant. I'd be delighted to have a few more of them. Down below, the Echeveria Duchess of Nuremberg has a very wandering spike. Goes all the way through the nerines and over here to the cactuses. And here we have Echeveria celosia. 2 pieces, and this one has buds. Look at that. How cool are those? The leaves are like little cushions, little soft cushions. They're plump and fat and soft to the touch, and there's a very deep red rim all around them, but they're shaping up to have the most gorgeous orange flowers. I can't wait to see them. The first flowering for this for me. And beside it, the Celmisia I got from Jimmy Blake, which is definitely going in the garden once I get around to it. And here we have my outdoor Coelogyne cristata. Outdoor in the sense that it's in the cold greenhouse where it gets down to a 5-degree minimum. It was repotted last year, so it doesn't have a whole load of spikes. The most advanced one is this one over here, which is definitely going to open its buds soon. Looking forward to that. And I can't really see anything else for the moment. Over here we have an iris Martyn Rix that's just going over. It really has very pretty flowers, but this one isn't suitable for the garden. I did grow it in the garden for a couple of years, but you know, I'd get the odd flower and it went downhill really, so that's a shame. And some Epiphyllum flowers coming. Now a couple of the Epiphyllums that haven't flowered before, like this one is called Hard to Believe. It's actually, well, I know it's hard to believe, but it actually has buds this year, so I hope to have some new Epiphyllums in flower. And down here we have Epiphyllum Marseillaise, I guess named after the French national anthem. Lovely pink one. And this one is the Deutsche Keiserin. The peonies I potted up last year have, well, they all came into bud, but I had to remove the buds to make sure they'll flower well next year. This is the Ito peony Bartzella that I bought, and it's doing really well, besides some mad aeonium flowers. My Disa orchids have responded well to a recent repotting, and I see lots of buds coming. 1, 2, 3, definitely that one. And is there a 4th somewhere? So it's shaping up to be a bumper Disa year for me. The pelargoniums are coming into flower now. They were late this year, but they've responded well to the rejuvenating technique I performed on them a little while ago. I'll put a link to that video up above. But it was treatment to rejuvenate them. And even the soft-backed species Pelargonium tomentosa is in bloom at the moment. They're just starting out, but oh, I hope for a long flowery summer from them. Unfortunately, it's getting increasingly difficult to navigate in here. I'm putting a link up above to a video I made last year whinging about the whole situation. But yeah, that's May for you. You know, your plants grow big, they have to be potted on. There's not room to swing a cat in here. Not that I'd swing a cat, but you know what I mean. In any case, over that side you can see that this no ID Cymbidium, the red one, is just going over. And the yellow one has 3 spikes. There's one. Where's the other? There's a little one there. And there's at least another one over there. The slugs, touch wood, seem to have ignored them this year. I'm delighted to report that the Cymbidium I got last year, the one with the black flowers or near black flowers, is in bud, and I have 4 fat buds forming on it. I just can't wait to see this one in flower. Here are a few of the Brugmansias I recently potted, the 3 biggest ones. Sanguinea, recognisable by these beautiful soft mounds. Goodness, terrible noise. This is a double white. And that one over there is the Australian Brugmansia, which has blue flowers. When I was repotting the Brugmansias, I got a lovely surprise in the shape of this little seedling. Look at it. Now this looks to me like an Aeonium seedling. And what's more, it looks like a seedling from the flat Aeonium tabuliforme. I'll put the name up above. Which flowered for me last year, and once a branch on Aeonium flowers, it dies. The branch dies, but unfortunately with the flat one it only has 1 branch, so the whole thing died. And I was unable to collect seed, but it produced this seedling, so it must have had seed. Anyway, I'm delighted not to have lost this plant. I just found this little succulent down on the lower shelf that my friend Tina gave me last year, but it's got buds on it. So yeah, I guess it's a Hatiora or Easter cactus. Let's bring it up here and put it on the main display shelf. I always like to find a place for things that are in bloom and have them where I can see them when I come in, because you know, it's so nice to have a reason for going out to the greenhouse at all in the first place. Now this might be a bit tricky to do. Maybe if we move this Chinese teapot up a little bit. There we go. Maybe he'll be in flower next time we take a step in here. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Bye now.